in the gate. And they're off. From between horses, there goes Steiner for the lead. Ginsu Warrior to his inside, and along the rail is Royal Suspect. 3 deep, that's Beta, as Curlin's Wisdom drops into 5th, about a half a dozen from the front. The trailer is the Institute around the clubhouse turn, and Steiner, Andre Worry, trying to take a snug hold of him to throttle down that speed. He has Ginsu Warrior to his outside and Royal Suspect hugging the rail in pursuit. A length and 2 respectively in second and third through an opening quarter and an easy 24 and 3. We come back in 4th. There's Curlin's Wisdom just inside of Beta, and the trailer is still the Institute as they make their way up the backstretch here at Finger Lakes. It's Steiner, 48 and 4 for the half as they make their way to the far turn. Steiner has a length and a half on Royal Suspect, and Ginsu Warrior. Beta moved past Curlin's Wisdom, who's under a drive in 4th and 5th, and still nothing yet from the favorite, the Institute, who's starting to rumble now. Meantime, Steiner has crept away to a 3-length lead. Steiner building his lead through a 3/4 time in 1:13 flat. Off the turn and into the stretch. Steiner's trying to take him. Flag fall to that's all, and he's got a 5-length lead. Royal Suspect giving futile chase, now starting to cut into that lead. Royal Suspect trying to gun down Steiner here, who's almost home, past the 16th pole. Steiner and Royal Suspect, Steiner, Royal Suspect, Steiner saved by the wire. He wanted a long neck. 21 minutes. And they're off. Good Morning Joe threw his head there a bit at the start. There goes the favorite playing it big from the rail, chased by Tis Big Money. These two have a length and a half on a recovering Good Morning Joe, who now rushes up into 3rd, now 2nd, and challenging for the lead. It's a gap of 2 lengths back to Bottomless Refill just outside and past Computed at the backs. Mount Morris up front. It's playing it big. He maintains a half-length lead over Good Morning Joe through an opening quarter of 23 and 2. On the far turn, it's the favorite playing it big. Good Morning Joe begins to retreat. Saving all the ground is Tis Big Money. Here comes a 3-wide bid into second from Bottomless Refill from the back. Computed trying to make up some ground. Mount Morris is trailed throughout. Off the turn, into the stretch, playing it big, braces for Bottomless Refill through a half and 47 and 2. It's still playing it big. To the 8th pole, now going right on by there was Bottomless Refill. The Penn Shipper has a half-length lead, now a length, and Bottomless Refill is well on his way to a maiden score. He loves sprinting today. He's going to win it by a half dozen at the end. Computed got the place, overplaying it big. Tis Big back to 5-3, 29-40. 50-cent try, 5-3-1, 17.50. 10-cent super, 5-3-1-2, $5.90. And they're off. Don't Lose Cruise shows first, but quickly Runaway Joke to his outside assumes command. And Runaway Joke now has a length and a half lead on Don't Lose Cruise. Mischief Joke has been guided around the 5. Don't Lose Cruise is in the middle of the pack. Come back 2.5, 3 lengths to Civil Service, another 2. Back to Union Lights, who trails the field early. Under a relaxed hold there, Runaway Joke through an easy opening quarter of 23 and 1. The duo of Don't Lose Cruise inside and Mischief Joke outside give chase to Runaway Joke. Gap of 5. Civil Service is under a jive. Union Lights just went past him. Here comes Mischief Joke calling on Runaway Joke. Emmanuel De Diego asks Runaway Joke to respond, and he does. 46 and 1 for the half, off the turn into the stretch, and now Runaway Joke begins to get away from the field. It's Runaway Joke by 3, Runaway Joke by 4. Don't Lose Cruise has been giving chase throughout, up the inside looking for minor reward of Civil Service, but they're coming down to the line, and it's all Runaway Joke. Made Charlie and Piper proud today. Go double, $2, 5, 6, 19 even. $2 exact to 6, 5, 11 even. 50-cent try, 6, 5, 3. $5.55 and a 10-cent super, 6, 5, 3. They're in the gate. And they're off. Take the Edge, hustled to the lead by John Berrios. Host of challengers, though. There's Navy Pier, as well as Nemo's Fortune, and Barfly protects rail position. A real scramble on for the early lead here. Barfly emerges with it from that rail draw. It's Barfly a length and a half. Then we come back to Navy Pier, who settled into second. To the inside is Nemo's Fortune. 3 deep. That's Take the Edge. 4 wide is Reunion Tour. And letting them all sorted out at the back is the favorite Anointed Spirit. 24-1. Barfly and Stephen Frett moving right along on the front end. They're 4 across the track for second. Nemo's Fortune's at the rail. Then we have Navy Pier, Take the Edge, and Reunion Tour. And now a bold 5-wide bid from Andre Worry and the favorite Anointed Spirit through a half in 48-2. Barfly lets the rest of them battle it out. Anointed Spirit coming with menacing strides already as the field makes their way around the Finger Lakes far turn. Barfly, Anointed Spirit keeps on getting closer as they make their way to the top of the stretch. It's still Barfly. Anointed Spirit's going to have to prolong that rally for another quarter of a mile. 3/4 went in 1:13-2. They're off the turn and into the stretch. Barfly, he's got to deal with Anointed Spirit. Worry goes left-handed and keeps on coming. Barfly another gear and opened up 3. Anointed Spirit's been given chase for 3/8 of a mile. Then we come back to Nemo's Fortune. 16th pole. Barfly walked the dog on the front end and ran them off their feet. Stephen Frett and Barfly, a 4.5 length win. Then it was Anointed Spirit. Nemo's Fortune, 4 pennies short, 3 pennies short of $4. 50-cent pick 3, 561, 2787, and the 50-cent pick 4, 3561. And they're off. Exodes for the lead. Accelerina on the inside in second. Regenerators third. Length back on the outside. That's Intentious, and Carson's Cool Women is already about 10 or 12 lengths from the leader. It's Exodes. Exodes and Emmanuel De Diego a 2-length lead. Accelerina inside of Regenerator. These two battling it out for second. A 3-wide Intentious starts to make up ground, and nothing yet from Carson's Cool Women, who is lagging well behind the other 4. 23-second flat opening quarter for Exodes. Exodes leads them around the far turn, a length and a half to the good of Intentious, who ratchets up the pressure in second. Under a drive and under the whip is Accelerina. Then Regenerator. Off the turn and into the stretch. It's still Exodes through a half in 46-4, trying to hold off Intentious. Now Accelerina, the favorite, comes after Intentious, who just took the lead away from Exodes. 16th pole, Intentious opening up a 3-length lead. Accelerina coming too late, not enough. It's Intentious, a 2.5 length winner. Then Accelerina, Exodes, and Regenerator in 1-5, $15 even. Race 6 comes up next. The final pick 3 of the day kicks off in race 6. A couple of rider changes. And they're off. Noah's Destiny, last in, first out. Quickly opens up a half length. Coming to his throat latch immediately is BC Glory Days. Back in third is Longshot Peaceful Persuasion. The other part of the entry, Interchangers fourth along the inside, just ahead of Bet the Palace. The 2 at the back are With No Name and the Wipers on the bus. 8 lengths from front to back here. BC Glory Days taking it to Noah's Destiny through a quick first quarter in 22-2. They're midway on the turn. BC Glory Days. Noah's Destiny's in hot pursuit. Peaceful Persuasion at a big price trying to keep up. From the back, With No Name comes up the inside with Harkey. Then we come back to Interchanger and Bet the Palace. The trailer, still the Wipers on the bus. Off the turn into the stretch. BC Glory Days. There's a big opening at the rail for With No Name through a 46-2 half. Past the 8th pole, it's still BC Glory Days. Interchangers coming. So is With No Name. Almost home is BC Glory Days. Trying to get him With No Name. BC Glory Days now. Interchanger surges. Interchanger, yes. Of the late double. Scratch the 1, Gray Wing. Here in race 7, scratch the 1, Gray Wing. And in race number 8, a rider change for the 7, Fighter Kite to Luis Perez. And they're off. Sharpaz broke a bit slowly. Production credit right to the lead. To the inside, CJ's Grand Slam. Then Sigalert rushing up now after the tardy beginning. Here comes Sharp Has to join the fray as well. 4 lengths back, it's Noble Journey. And the last of them all is He's Got a Short Fuse Production Credit, tackled by Sharp Has. These two go through an opening quarter in a sharp 22-2. It's 2.5, 3 back to Sigalert, who's in third. Then Noble Journey. The two at the back are CJ's Grand Slam, and He's Got a Short Fuse Production Credit. And Emmanuel De Diego lead the field off the turn and into the stretch with a length lead. Sharp Has keeps coming at him in second. Up the inside, here comes CJ's Grand Slam. Half went in 46. Production Credit, Sigalert outside. Up the inside, CJ's Grand Slam. CJ's Grand Slam a short lead. Sigalert surges. CJ's Grand Slam, Sigalert. CJ's Grand Slam, Sigalert. About 3 parts of a length. Noble, Perfecta wagering. Rider change for the 7, Fighter Kite to Luis Perez. Perez rides the 7 here in race 8. Post time for race 8 is in just over 21 minutes. And they're off in the finale. Fighter Kite shows first. Now rushing up there's Busting Credit, and from the rail, Cashel Kitten. Cashel Kitten assumes the lead. Right there in second is Busting Credit. Mudville 9 move up to be third, followed by Mortgage Rate fourth. Then we come back moving up in the pink silks. There's Awesome For Sure. The favorite has about 4 lengths to make up. It's a gap of about 8 to God Bless America and the trailing duo of Raw Courage and Fighter Kite. 22-4 the opening quarter. Cashel Kitten, Busting Credit, chasing in earnest, and now these two races a team. They have 2 on Mudville 9, and Awesome For Sure, who's under a ride as they make their way to the top of the stretch. Cashel Kitten and Andre Worry looking for 3 on the day. Cuts the corner off the turn and into the stretch and has a length lead through a half in 46-2. Cashel Kitten leads them. Awesome For Sure, dead aim outside. Mudville 9 up the rail. Awesome For Sure going well on the outside and comes right to Cashel Kitten. These two seem to brush their 16th pole. Cashel Kitten. Awesome For Sure gets the better of Cashel Kitten, and Awesome 4 draws off to a 3 parts of a length win. It was all 4, 5-1-1-4. $214.75. 50-cent pick 5, 15114. $1,325.50. Pick 6 was hit. 6 of 6, $933. Conso 5 of 6, $23.90. That wraps up the live racing portion of the day here at Finger Lakes Gaming and Racetrack. The casino stays open until 4 a.m. Live racing resumes tomorrow. We wrap the week with an 8-race card that starts at 1 p.m. Past performances for that card will be up sometime around 6:30 this evening at fingerlakesgaming.com. Until then, on behalf of the broadcast team, staff and management here at Finger Lakes Gaming and Racetrack, I'm your track announcer, the Big A, Anthony Stabile, thanking you for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow for a first post of 1 p.m. Until then, please arrive home wherever you're going safely. Have a great night.